As the clock ticks towards the end of its second term, the Buhari administration says it is determined to address pending national priorities. Presidential spokesperson Femi Adesina tells Arise News in a chat that President Buhari is working tirelessly until the last day, including holding emergency executive council meetings.
Usually they say that when an administration is exiting, so maybe 3, 4, 5 months before then, it has become a lame duck. I have not seen any duck, not to talk of a lame one. The president has been working and keeps working. You needed to see the Federal Executive Council meeting yesterday. It took almost 6-8 hours. Another one has been scheduled for Monday. Can you believe that? A special FEC meeting on Monday, another one on Wednesday, so that you can treat all the outstanding memos before the time of the administration expires. So you can already see that this is one administration that will work till the last day.
President Buhari's emotions and expressions in these final days have been noteworthy. Humbly acknowledging the challenges faced during his tenure, he has sought forgiveness from Nigerians who may have been dissatisfied with his performance.
We are all humans. There is no doubt I hurt some people, and I wish they would pardon me.
However, his spokesperson remains confident that the president has done his best and made progress, particularly by making efforts to diversify Nigeria's economy away from its constant dependence on oil.
The economy inherited in 2015 was a monoproduct economy, oil. Oil was contributing 90% of our GDP. Today, oil contributes below 10% of the GDP. So we have an economy that is diversified. Agri, ICT, manufacturing, marginally, and other areas. They contribute to our GDP rather than oil. So the president can be happy that he promised to diversify the economy, and it is done. Then anti-corruption. There was a time we were told in this country that stealing was not corruption. Now we know that any unrighteousness is sin now. The awareness that every act of corruption will be punished, and is being punished.
In a rare cabinet reshuffle, Buhari sacked 2 of his 43 ministers in 2021. The Minister of Power and the Minister of Agriculture were shown the door. The president at the time said the sack was a result of a rigorous process of independent and critical self-review to enhance economic management and deliver efficient public services. In 2022, he again made adjustments to his cabinet, swearing in 7 new ministers and reshuffling portfolios.
Allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so help me God.
When asked about the sentiments within the administration, the spokesperson expresses a sense of gratitude among officials and their readiness to exit government.
We came, we did our bit, we served our country, and we are living well and alive. Unfortunately, not everybody that came in alive left alive. But God has shown us mercy, and we are living alive. We thank Him. Whatever we have been able to do, we are grateful to God.
In contrast to some of his predecessors who maintained frequent communication and interaction with the media, President Buhari adopted a different approach, relying heavily on his media aides to convey his messages and engage with the public rather than through a live presidential media chat, which he only did once. Criticism suggesting his detachment from ground realities has also emerged, fueling the popular phrase, "The president is unaware."
All this talk of he was not aware, he was not aware, he was not aware, it's just people who want to cavil, they want to find fault unnecessarily. Yes, there's no way you will know everything going on in the country, but then the volume of information available to a president will boggle your mind if you know it. And then there are some that if he doesn't have, we tell him. I remember the day I resumed this assignment in 2015. What he told me was that Adesina, what I want from you at all times is the truth. Said, in this kind of office that I've just assumed now, you can be there and things will be going on and you will not know. Said, tell me the truth. The style that you adopt will be different from mine. That is the style of the president. And that is, you are who you are. You don't pretend to be somebody else. If that is what suits him, and he has adopted that style, fine. Another person may come and he adopts another style. See, former President Donald Trump, he was his own spokesman, virtually. he would tweet, he would engage, he would do social media. He was his own spokesman. But see Biden, that's not his style. See those before Trump, that was not their style.
As the administration prepares to pass the baton, I asked if there are lessons learned that will guide the incoming administration.
Fortunately, those coming in are not coming from Mars. They live there. They live there. There's what is called experiential participation. So they experienced all that the country went through. So they were active watchers of what was happening in the country. So they do not have to come and begin to learn so many things. In fact, they can hit the ground running because they were here all along. And that is why it is said that government is a continuum. And that is why it is also good when a government is succeeded by another of his ilk. So I believe that things will get better for Nigeria.
But how does President Buhari want to be remembered? Are there any regrets?
Judge me fairly. Judge me fairly. That's what he has always asked. And I think posterity will judge him fairly. History will judge him fairly. Revisionists may want to twist things, but because history will be impartial, posterity will be impartial, he will be judged fairly. He will be judged for all the things he has done in infrastructure. He will be judged for what he did in security. Nigeria was almost a goner before he came. He beat back that insecurity and things are a lot better. And for 60 years, we had talked about diversifying the Nigerian economy. It never happened, but under Buhari it has. In journalism, I was processing news for the reader. Here, I've been processing news for you people who will then give it to your listeners and readers. So I have never left news processing in one way or the other. So as I return, after some rest, I return to active media work. I also do some agric, and that's what I plan to do. Yes.
President Muhammadu Buhari leaves behind a legacy that will undoubtedly be judged by history. As the curtain gradually falls on President Buhari's era, the nation eagerly awaits the next chapter of Nigerian leadership, driven by the lessons learned and the promises of a brighter future. Adesina, Buharis News.